I met a gypsy.
I know for a bit more behind the scenes, like just the work you put in.
Yeah.
You know, like there's a team behind Haiden.
Yeah.
You know, there's a when he. It's not like when he wins, you wins, but like in a way he does. You know, like
it's a team.
Yeah, it's a team.
Yeah.
Like you guys, you're working for him like 10, 15 hours a day.
Yeah.
Just trying to make sure that he's got what he needs, leaving no stone unturned, and you know, making it happen.
Yeah. So, and that's a whole nother deal. But yeah, I agree. It's think of the guys winning right now. Would they be where they're at without their support team around them? Like, would they have made it to where they're at? No, there's no way, dude. You know, there's so many pieces to the puzzle. And I have a lot of people text me, you know, like old promoters or old track guys or old mechanics or engine or suspension guys. Oh, Haiden did great this weekend. I'm like, dude, you were a part of that.
Yeah.
You know, like it may have been 5-10 years ago, but that day we came to your track and you let us ride and you prepped the track and you made it muddied and ruddy and you made it how we wanted it so we could get better. Like, you're all part of that. Like, you're all part of this success. And that's what I try to tell people. There's so many pieces to the puzzle, and it takes so many people to make it happen, you know, and to be one of the best, I feel you have to travel, you have to experience, you have to go learn from the best, and not just one person. I feel like the best guys to be the highest level have to learn from not them all, but a good shot at it, you know, like the more, the better. And you know, people are like, you overwhelm them, or you basically you're confusing them, or you know, it's too much. Like, I'm like, I don't think so. I think when you have a high level learner, a high level athlete, they're on another level. It's hard for you even to comprehend because stuff's coming at them so fast,
and they can process it.
They can process it. They can process it. Yeah, and the human body and brain can go so much higher than what we put it at.
Yeah.
Look at these guys who run 200 miles, like David Goggins. Like, look at this guy. You think, like, he can do things that unhumanly you don't think can happen, right? Like, it's not possible. But so in moto, these guys are true athletes. They're at 180, 200 heart rate, 30 minutes or more in the heat. It's brutal. You know what I'm saying? They're gnarly athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's the sport. I was talking to Wygan about this the other day, and he's like, think about how unique moto is for like the parental involvement at a high level.
Yeah.
Like, it's very unique that parents are as involved as what they are. But like, you don't see it in football, you don't see it in, and there's like one or two coaches that have kids that play, but like, it's very, very unique to moto, that you can actually have such an impact in terms of like being, like, you have a team headset, like Dazzy has like a lot of input with Honda, like factory Honda literally thanks that guy, which is crazy. Like,
it's a rare deal.
It's
rare. Unfortunately, most of the parents beforehand have made it a hard road.
Yes.
Right? And so, but there is those rare occasions that you have, no one's going to care more for you than your dad.
Yeah.
And your mom. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like at the racetrack, no one's going to have your back more than your dad. Like, and sometimes that dad needs to get out of his own way. I see that, you know, and there's always those instances where you need to back up and say, hey, let the guys handle it, let him handle it, let the kid handle it as they mature, and you kind of have the training wheels on, right? And you kind of take the training wheels off.
Because they're just a kid at that point.
Just a kid. They're still kids, man. These kids are like, they're still kids until I feel like you're 21. That's like when I started becoming kind of an adult.
Bro, I was like 27.
Yeah, right?
Like, really?
Yeah, when you're actually becoming a mature man.
Someone that can think properly.
Yes.
And like, look at my own life and look at my... It was around 27 when I actually could really objectively look at the issues in my life and point the arrow back at myself.
Yeah.
To the areas that needed to be fixed, you know?
And look at that in the 450 class. When did these guys become, like you're saying, self-thinker men?
Yeah.
It's about 25 to 28.
Yeah.
It's about the time they become like their own thinker, bike setup, you know, race training and their health. And that's about
just their body.
Their bodies become the man about that time. Yeah. You know, like saying with Haiden, he's still growing.
Yeah.
Like, he's not even like he gained 5 or 10 pounds in the last 6 months. Like, he, you know, of muscle and height, and he's, you know, like his shoe sizes are changing. Like, his waist size is, dude, he's still growing. He's still like a kid,
Literally a kid.
growing into a man's body, you know? And I think a lot of people don't see that. They see like, oh, this adult racer. And it's like, bro, these are still kids in the lights class.
Yeah.
Like, you know, majority of them.
Some of them.
yeah, but there's still.
There's a few with kids.
Yeah, I know. But yeah,
There's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
No, I wish people would take that more into consideration. And I think it's when people don't have kids maybe, or they haven't been through that process and realize an 18-year-old is still
an 18-year-old.
An 18-year-old. Yeah, and they're going to do 18-year-old stuff. And I think that was great comment by Cody Schock that one time when he's like, yeah, 18-year-old doing 18-year-old things. You were correct, yes.
Yeah.
Like you think I'm this guy over in my pit going, mad at everything and like, oh, that guy is an idiot. And this guy, there's a lot of times I'm like, yeah, they're right. Like, I try hard to be a neutral. Of course, you're always going to back your family, right?
Yeah.
But I try to like be a neutral sounding board. And, you know, and if the kids ever go off and like, oh, if this, well, you know, not saying something bad about someone or a situation. And if I feel like they're wrong, like I'll be like, dude, no. Like,
have you had any of that yet?
I think so. Yeah. I've had those conversations with the boys, with my daughter, you know, and they're tough conversations, you know, to where I'm like, you know what? And I usually wait for timing.
The right time
is everything, right?
Yeah,
Timing's everything. You'll learn that as a father, as a husband first.
I learned that. Yeah.
Timing's everything, right?
Yeah.
Because one question can be so much better at a different time.
Yeah.
You know, and so that's what I try to do with the kids is find the right time and in the right way too. Sometimes I'll find something off the internet or find a cool storyline or coaching deal off the internet or a motivational thing and like, hey, check this out. And then I'll explain like my twist on it. You know, and, you know, I follow every motivational page. I follow every, like, positive role model thing because there's nothing new under the sun. Everything I'm doing has probably already been done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Except probably freestyle motocross, someone created it. You know? Like, most everything that's been said is been already done by a father years ago.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.